It's Monday, August 24th. How does weather affect sports, and what's your hallway hot take? All of this and more on this week's edition of Stinger on Air. A record-setting heat wave blanketed much of the United States last week, placing over 72 million people under heat alerts. The heat and potential stormy weather have also affected our sports teams. Kiki Powell found out that science plays a big part in decisions to play or practice during extreme weather conditions.
Thanks, Lily. I'm standing on the field here today, and I can actually feel the heat through my shoes. It's been hot, but it's not just the temperatures that have to be considered when thinking about outdoor activities.
This is unprecedented.
BHS athletic trainer Dr. Christina Mettinger.
And I've only seen the wet bulb hit 3 digits, maybe a handful of times.
The heat wave of the last couple of weeks has caused athletics to alter practice. Teams like cross country, football, and even band have had to move practices inside or adjust to a later time. Altering a practice schedule is actually based on science.
When it turns black, that means we can't do anything.
Mettinger uses a psychrometer or a wet and dry bulb thermometer.
And this lovely machine does all the math because I'm not good at math. But it computes air temp and humidity. Why is humidity important? What do we do when we're working out? How do we cool off? We sweat. And when we sweat, then that turns into gas. Evaporative cooling happens. When it is super humid, the evaporative cooling process does not happen as quickly. It takes a lot longer if the humidity is actually higher.
Mettinger says the safety of athletes is paramount.
But we have plunging tubs, we have cold tubs that we can put everyone in, but obviously we don't want to do that because that's just putting your body through so much stress, and the recovery time for that, you're not coming back tomorrow and practicing. Right.
Football head coach Joe Watson understands the importance of following these safety procedures and says his team adapts.
The adaptation part of it comes into where now we've got to go inside where you got to limit the things you can do, but you're still getting quality reps in. So, that's been the whole focus point for us, is making sure that we rep the things that really are a necessity. And then when we get a chance to get back outside because of the temperatures, then we get back to full speed practice.
But it is not always the heat that can change the schedule. Last week's football game was moved to Thursday due to forecasted storms. Athletic director J.B. Shackelford says that decision was based on the forecast and safety considerations for athletes, officials, and the fans.
To me, it's more of a factor of player safety in those types of situations. I can stand in the rain and watch a game all day, but is it safe for the players to play in those conditions?
Fortunately, the forecast for outdoor activities look a little bit better this week. For Stinger on Air, I'm Kiki Powell.
Earlier this summer, Governor Henry McMaster signed a new law eliminating the use of a so-called grading floor. The grading floor allows students who earn a very low score to receive a minimum of 50%. Many lawmakers say the goal is to make grading more reflective of actual learning. What that means for students is that if you earn a low grade, it will not automatically be increased. On Friday, representatives from universities were on campus to assist seniors in applying for college. Throughout the day, seniors took the opportunity to fill out applications, with many colleges waiving the application fee for those applying during the event. Web producer Amber McAteer has posted a web-only story about college applications. Students at Buford Middle School have partnered with us over the past couple of years to report on happenings in their school. This year, the school has even added a 6th grade journalism class. The BMS Journalism Club continues meeting twice a week to produce content and learn the craft of journalism. Let's check in and see what's coming up this week.
I'm Anna Thornton, coming up this week on Middle School Moment. The first dance of the year, new teachers around BMS. Fall sports are gearing up, and what kind of dogs have our BMS students adopted? Middle School Moment drops on Wednesday.
It has been a busy preseason for our sports teams. Elena Sledge has the info.
Thanks, Lily. The fall athletic season got started a day early.
The Yellow Jacket football team hosted Barnwell on Thursday night. The game was moved up a day due to forecasted storms. On the field, the Jackets got off to a slow start, falling behind 26-0 at the end of the first half. The offense did put points on the board in the second half, but came away with a 33-12 loss to the Warhorses. Next up, the Jackets traveled to Charlotte Christian on Friday. Volleyball has had a successful preseason, hosting teams like McBeat and Sherrall. They opened regular season last week by traveling across the state lines to take on Parkwood. The Lady Jackets fell in 3 sets. They hope to bounce back on Wednesday at Andrew Jackson. Cross country will compete in the first meet of the season tomorrow at Lancaster High.
Be sure to get out and support our student athletes this week. For Stinger on Air, I'm Alana Sledge.
Being back at school makes us think about what happens in the hallways. This got us wondering, what are some of the Jackets hallway hot takes? Addie Wright took it to the street to find out.
As the new school year starts back and more kids enter the building, we hear more opinions on things like new bell schedules, sports scheduling changing, and assigned parking spots. So I decided to take it to the street and see what's your hot take.
What's your hot take?
There shouldn't be any tests on Mondays.
That saying you haven't read a book since 3rd grade is not a flex.
My hot take is when seniors or upperclassmen treat freshmen like babies or get angry at them just because it's their first year.
If you care about how other people look, you're miserable.
What's your hot take?
People walking slow in the hallways.
People need to learn to walk in the hallways.
Just because your class is down the hall, that doesn't mean you need to walk slow. People should actually learn how to walk faster in the hallway.
Because what are we doing? I gotta get to class.
What's your hot take?
High school boys and girls can be friends.
Students should have more power over school activities that are made higher up, by administration.
Every class should give you a full credit, even if it's only a semester.
We should be able to leave class to go to the vending machine.
I agree with that.
We need more lunches because they're too crowded.
School hate is overrated.
Loving school.
The spicy chicken sandwiches are not that good.
You guys had some pretty good ideas. Personally, I think we should do more fun things like a cartwheel on the Stinger. That's all for this week's Stinger on the Street with Addie Wright and Ashton Jordan.
Thanks, Addie. Be sure to check out our new and improved Buford Stinger website. There is a completely new layout and many new student-produced projects, such as podcasts, blogs, editorials, and many more. Be sure to check it out. That's all in this week's edition of Stinger on Air. If you like this week's episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. For Stinger on Air, I'm Lily Floyd.